What's up, Juggle Blades? Today we're going to do something out of the box, something I've not done, and it's going to be new for me. So let's just go ahead and get on with it. So this is the knife that I've got today. This is called a Jin, and it's a Rhino, and it's a kit. So what is a kit? Well, I think it's probably one of the coolest things ever to be seen online. If I was you, I would buy a kit. If you like knives and you are interested in knives and you think knives are one of the most ingenious things, this is build your own knife. That's what this is. Build your own knife. Now, I've built one of these knives. I showed you it. It was that little teeny one, that little Jin, little bumblebee in one of my videos. I showed you. Well, this is the next one I'm getting. And this time I'm going to be here with you figuring it out. So, the cool thing about this is it is called build your own knife. Therefore, I will build my own knife. And it is really good. And the cool thing is, this is a button action knife. So it's not an interlock. I've put together a lot of interlocks. I've taken apart a lot of interlocks. But this is not an interlock. Therefore, this is different. This is a button action knife, meaning that there's a spring inside of it. And that spring is what enables that button to come back when you push on it. So, in all honesty, I think that's really cool because I have never taken apart a button action knife, to be honest with you. That's one of the knives I've not done yet. Go ahead and open this up. Looks like it comes from that side right there. Nice boxing. The last one I opened up last time, really good. Now this one actually comes in envelopes. They give you a screwdriver, and they give you a T8 and a T6. The T8 is the orange, the T6 is the gray one. And they give you oil. And they give you a little nozzle thing, so when you get the oil, you can put the oil and dab it onto the knife. I think that's really cool. They give you everything that's needed to put this knife together. And I think that's one of the coolest things. Now, recently when I got the last one, they didn't give you these little bags. And I think that is so cool that they give you these little bags. Oh, we got the instruction manual. I'm going to pull that out. I probably will need the instruction manual, to be honest with you, because just like anybody else, I have never put together a button knife. So I will have to look at what I have. So we'll go here and open up this. Here we got the parts for the knife. So we got all those out. We'll go ahead and grab this bad boy, pull this out. We got a cloth, and this is our clip. And then we got our tools, all our tools and accessories. This comes with extra springs and extra screws. That way, if you lose any of these, you can use these instead. Now, I'm going to put that back in here because just like anything else, I'll see if I use it. And if I don't use it on this, I might use it on another button lock. Thing is most of these springs are used on everything, so it's kind of cool like that. So let's do ourselves a favor here, and I'm going to use this. Actually, I have a perfect thing to use. I will use this box, one of the boxes that I bought the knives in. So this white box is where I'm going to stick all the hardware. So I'll go ahead and open this up. And how you guys all doing today? I mean, I hope you're all doing well. In the position of trying to get things done around here and stuff like that. So go ahead and stick this clip in here. I actually do like their cloth. It's really big. I'll open it up just to show you it. Actually, we'll use the cloth. I mean, I got cloths here too, so at least I did. I don't see them right now right offhand, but now, one of the things I'm going to let you know is I am not going to use their screwdrivers. I know you're like, why not? Yeah, I gave you those to use them. Well, because I have something to show you. Something that when I did this video earlier about this, I didn't show you this at all, which is kind of, I did not know. Oh, so by the way, Here's the cloth. Nice micro cloth, pretty decent size. The one that I have originally from the other one, it is so black right now, but I use it a lot. All right, we'll go ahead and open up this paper right here. I think we're looking at the blade. A cool thing they do about the blade is they put the blade in a piece of plastic. That way, you protect your hands from getting cut. So that's the blade right there. Go ahead and open this up. See what we got here. Ooh, we got the inner liners, and we got the G10 handle. Nice ivory. I like the ivory look on this stuff. I think it's really cool. It's what I was really interested in. Why a lot of people like ivories, just to let you know, because sometimes everybody will see it like, why does everybody like ivory? Everybody's really on the ivory train. Well, the ivory train is the best train of them all. And I'll tell you a reason why it's the best train of them all. Because you can color these ivory scales. You can take these off and you can dip these in a dye and color them however you'd like to color them. So that makes them very, very cool, in all essence. So, I mean, honestly, it's probably one of the coolest things about ivory. I looked into it myself because I said the same thing. Whenever I saw people talk about ivory, they were like, oh, the ivory skulls are the best. Oh, ivory. And I'm thinking to myself, why are people so, like, just so gung-ho about these ivory skulls? And I'm just, like, thinking to myself, why? And then all of a sudden, boom, find out. And I'm like, oh, makes sense. I mean, don't get me wrong, the ivory does look good. You know, I'm not like a ivory hater, but because of the simple fact that you can do that with the ivory, it's really kind of cool. And I see the point. So we're not going to use these screws. Now, I will be honest with you, they do make them magnetized, which is so cool. So they kind of take care of everything. They make them magnetized. Not only are they magnetized, they're for you, and these will pretty much basically open almost, well, the majority of the knives that you will have usually uses T6 and T8. So just to be honest with you, that is usually the majority of all the knives that are out there. They use that. So we'll go ahead and put that over here, but we're going to use this. Now, why am I using this? In a recent episode I showed you, I got the Wesson box. And I showed you guys there was a cloth in there. And when I took the cloth out, this fell out of the cloth. It is a titanium screwdriver with a T8 and a T6. And I bet you that these bits are titanium. You can't find them anywhere on their place. And it's magnetic too. So it magnetically holds itself inside there, which is going to make these magnetic as well. So that is awesome. And if you look here, right there, Wesson. So I did not know that this was given to me in the bundle. So that's got to at least be 30, 40 bucks. I mean, it's titanium and with magnets and all that with BS, you know? So, I mean, this is quite expensive. So where we came out with that 470, this definitely puts it over the mark. With all the other stuff, you're looking at least 520, 530. So that was really nice of them to give me that kind of stuff. So I was really happy to actually be a part of that. All right, so let's go ahead and look at these. So the blade... So we need to find out. So it looks like it's got a side for both, which is really cool. You can put the clip there, or you can put the clip there. So that means it's right and left. So I mean, I'm right hand, so it's gonna be right there, the clip. But that's what we're looking at. So, and this has a button lock on it. So as you can see on one side, there's 2 holes, and the other side there's only 1 hole. So we'll go ahead and open up the instructions. And right now it's telling you what the parts that you get. And the first thing it wants you to do is it wants you to grab these little spacers, put them inside the liners, and then screw them in. And you want to make sure the D-shaped is the one that you're looking for, the D-shaped one. So if you look at it, this one is D-shaped. Why it says D-shaped is because this pivot here is actually shaped as a D. It's got a flat side to it. If you look right here, it's got a flat side to the divot, so to the pivot. Sorry. So that pivot has a D shape. The rest of it's circular, but right there it's flat. This is the reason for this is when I put this D shaped in, I'll put it in here. Let's see, it's not being nice to me. I thought I had it perfect, but I guess I didn't. Okay, here it is right here. Should just pop through like that. Okay, there we go. See, so that's not going to move. You can't move that. That makes it stand still, and this pivot does not move. You don't want this pivot to move because you're going to put a screw inside of it, and that's what's going to hold this pivot so it doesn't move at all. That D shape, which is very cool. Some knives, they don't do that. I need to let you know, some knives are very cheap, and they don't allow you to have that D-shaped pivot in there, which kind of in a way sucks, because in all essence, you need that. I mean, that is important. The knife that I got before, this Shanzui right here, it does not have a D shape, nor does it have something that pokes out of it to make this pivot hold. So when you unscrew it, it's going to sit there and freestyle, and it's just going to go around in circles. That's why I'm probably going to send that Shanzui back, because it's a piece of junk, man. Well, I mean, it's not a piece of junk. It's just when you can't pull your knife out, I mean, when you can't pull your knife and just pull it out together without having to put some pliers in or something like that to hold the pivot and everything. I shouldn't have to do that. You know, they should be smart and put this D-shaped in there. Because they didn't do that, it makes cleaning the knife very impossible. And let's be honest, if you're doing some stuff and you're doing some stuff that's dirty or anything at all, your shit will get inside here. And it's good when you clean up your knife, you want to unscrew it, clean it up, everything. Clean off the steel. You don't want this steel. I mean, it's stainless steel, so it's not gonna rust. But I mean, keep your knife in shape. You know, do your knife a favor and do something like that. And that's why I say that it's nice to have those things, because when you have those things, it gives you the reason of having something that's really nice. So it looks like we have one right here, and it's got an indentation on this pivot. So we got one right there. And we are going to have to turn it around. So we'll put one right there, and then we'll grab the other one, which is this one, which it says it wants it to go right here. So we go ahead and turn those around. Ooh, didn't turn out as good as I thought it was going to. So we'll do them one at a time, by the way. So we'll find the screw that's for it. So I'm thinking it's going to be, So the flat screws are those. I'm looking at the pictures because some of the things are different. Some of the screws are different. So you got 4 screws, which those are the ones we want on it, are those screws. So this one, and where's the other one at? I think after looking at it, it's this one right here. So these 2 screws are the same screws. This is for the clip. The reason why I say those are for the clip is because they're going to sit flush, or maybe the flush ones. Let's see. No, the flush ones are right there, but that's for the clip, right? The screws too. Sorry, people. Like I said, I just don't want to get this wrong, because this is the deal when you're putting this together. It's something that you're going to have to look at and study and try to figure it out. Yeah, I'm thinking that's what it is, because those 4 are the 4 screws that go there. So they're using those, and they're shorter screws. So those shorter screws are going to go on the clip. So there's 2 screws that are totally different than the other screws. So we'll go ahead and we'll put this here. Oh, on that note, since these are T6s, these screws are T6s, by the way. So I think what that means for me is that I'm going to have to pull that off, because I think that's a T8, and I believe that's my T6. So we grab one of these screws, we'll put it on here. As you can see, it's holding on because of the magnetism, which is really nice. So then we'll grab this, push that there, and as we're pushing down on it, we want to go back to it again. It kind of came loose a little bit. Someone's riding a motorcycle outside, which is kind of weird because I don't know anybody in my neighborhood that has a motorcycle, so it's all kind of new to me. All right, got that in the hole. That's what she said. All right. Now, as you see, we screwed it down. Now this metal is not going to move anywhere. Push this pivot back. Pivot doesn't really come out that easily, so I'm going to tighten them down a little bit, just so we get a little bit of a tighter action on that. Okay, we'll go to the next screw. Put that on. Grab this little divot. Put the divot on. And I'll be honest with you, it doesn't matter which way you go because they're going to sit the same way on the other side. Because it has a lip that comes off the side of this. And that lip gives you, well, I should say a bevel. It has a bevel. And the bevel makes it so when you stick it on top, as you can see, it stays. So if you push down on it with your finger like that, see, if you're not as good, if you're not good like I am, shitty at this, the first one I did, same kind of issues. But let's just be honest, whenever you take this knife apart, this side of the knife you're probably not going to take off. I mean, unless you want to get in there and you want to get cleaning like the issues of it, which I can understand if you wanted to do something like that. Sometimes it's good to go back and forth. It's being a little bit of a bitch. I might have to. It looks like I may have put it in there a little backwards. Sometimes when you do that, yep, there we go. Yeah, I had it in there a little bit backwards, so I might have made the screw. You want to back it up and put it forward, just to be honest with you guys. It's probably one of the best things to do. So now we got those on. Strong and tight. Got the pivot in. Okay, so now that we got those in, we'll go ahead and read what it tells us to do next. So, on this it says, when you put the pivot on, which I already did, we put the pivot on, we want to grab the bearings. And these are ceramic bearings. And then you want to put some oil on it. Now, I think a really cool thing to do, I say put oil on your finger. You want to put some oil on your finger like that. Enough oil so it's a little bit there. Grab the pivot and rub it around like that on your finger. That is more than enough oil to give, because it doesn't need a lot of oil, and you don't want to. I think the worst thing to do is to put the oil on it while it's in here. So when this goes on, I say don't put the oil on. Don't go and put the dots on. Put it on like that, because that way when you and I learned that from another person. So I believe it was Edge Man, whatever his name is. So the next thing it wants me to do is it wants me to grab the blade, and it wants me to stick the blade on. Now I like sticking the blade off on a side, kind of figuring like that. The blade is going to be a circle, so it doesn't mean it doesn't have a problem. Now that we've done this, what you need to do, actually, let's see, no, weight's on the side, okay. What you need to do is so you see there's like a little thing here, and it's going to hit that. So what that is that's the stopping action. That's going to stop the blade. So I believe, okay, we'll read this. So it says we put the pin in and we put the button in. So the button would be this. This is our button, I believe. I believe that's our button. So is that our button? Yeah, it is. So how does the button go in? Like I told you guys, this is new for me, so I apologize for not being able to put it in directly exactly the best. Like I said, this is all new to me, so I've never put a button in or anything like that at all. I do know that there's a pin, and I don't see the pin either right now at this moment. Oh, there it is. This is the pin. This goes right there. That pin goes right there. That's what stops the blade. And Oh, I know how to do this. Okay, so I know how this button works. You're gonna have to stick this in there. So you do have to have it open. Makes sense. As this is open, take this on, move it under the knife, so the knife gets in there, and there it is right there. There we go. So I think you're gonna have to leave it open, because it looks like that's what it's gonna have to, how it's gonna have to roll. So this is all new to me. So being new to me, I don't know exactly how this works, but now I do. All right, there we go. Okay, so I believe that is how you have it in there, right? Correct? Is that correct? I know there's probably people watching me do this saying, "Oh, that's not how you do it. No, that's not how you do it." But like you, I'm learning as well, man. And I think that's a good thing to learn as well when you're doing this. Because if you don't know what you're doing, oh, I see what I did wrong. Go ahead and take that back. Go ahead and do that right there. Let's hope and pray to God that comes out easily again. Okay, cool. Was the wrong way. It needs to go this direction. So let's take the blade off. Let's move this to there. And that's how you do it. There we go. See, it fits in there perfect. I just had it in there backwards. See? After a while of fidgeting it, playing with it, you'll figure it out. All right, so we'll take the next. It says on the thing, take the other ceramic bearing. Go ahead and fill that full of oil. Okay, and put it on top of here. All right, so the next thing you do, go to the next page, it wants you to put this on. So the next thing that goes on is this. So nice, there we go. Okay, and then now you take this button here. Oh wait, let's see. Make sure we're grabbing the right thing. No, I think that goes to that. Yes, it does. I think we're good. You're supposed to push this right here. Now, then you put this on right here. Then after you put that on, you grab that and put that in there. So we'll go ahead and take this off. Check that out, one-handed. Go here, grab this, screw that down. Okay, a little bit more tighter. Okay, we won't tighten that up to all the way because I want to be able to. Okay, so now we'll go with this one. Now, when you're going with the screwdriver, you're just going to grab every screwdriver, which is going to make it a lot more easier in an aspect of where I'm kind of doing here. But I wanted to put this to the test, man. Meaning I have not used this and. We're going to try okay, and that is going to go down tight. There we go. Then we get the other screw, and as you can see, it sits down flush and nice. No problems whatsoever. We're looking good here, people. Looking good. I'm going to tighten these down because I don't want to come back and retighten them back, because I think we're okay from this point on. Put that screw in that hole right there. All right. This moves on the top so that you can screw it in. Really cool. I like that. Okay, nice. Got a good fit there. It's a little bit movie, but what I want to do is I'm going to take this off because we don't need that. And we'll go ahead and push the button. Nice button release. Now, if you look at it, you can tighten the other screw down so that blade is a little bit more. And just to be honest with you guys, if you got a blade that's off center, sometimes just doing this to a blade and going by, look at that, centered. Beautiful, beautifully centered. That's as hard as I want to lock it down. That way I don't lock it down too much, and that way it's that good right there. So go ahead and, ooh, nice. Nice action. Let's see if we got any play in it. We do got a little bit of back and forth. Like back, yeah, we do got a little bit of that and that before. So maybe I might have to tighten this down a little bit more, because normally what that means is this needs to be tightened down just a bit more. It's not very much play, I'll be honest with you. We're looking... Yeah, that's good. That's good. This has a front flipper, by the way, so you can actually take it from the front and flip it up. Let's see. Yep, no more play now. We're good. It's got a finger action like that. You can do this with your finger like that. Let's see if we can get that front flipper to work. Nice. Very beautiful. Now that's, I believe, that is the button. Yeah, it's the button. So it's a little bit, I mean, the button's a little bit loose, and we're looking at that just a little bit there. I mean, I'm looking at everything because that's just me as a person. But I mean, honestly, that is an amazing. But we're not done yet, people. We are not done. So one of the cool things I thought about this knife was you can choose, and that's a choice, to put thumb studs on it. I like thumb studs, so guess what? Thumb studs are going on. Where do I want the thumb studs? That's the other cool thing about this knife. This knife gives you a choice on where you want the thumb studs, where it's more comfortable for you as a person, where you want them to be. Sometimes I would say bringing it down a little bit more will give you that satisfaction. And I'll probably like the thumb studs better than the hole, just to be on the personal, because the hole's kind of small. So I mean, that's just the way I look at it. All right, so we're looking at it like right there. So let's see, do I want it there or do I want it up higher? Okay, that's not too bad. Let's see, go a little higher. Yeah, we'll go higher. So I'm gonna unscrew it just a little bit. I'm gonna put it in that higher position. Is this, no, that's not T8, that's T6. So we'll take this T6. And your T6 will go inside the thumb stud, by the way. And it'll give you enough. So we're gonna put this all the way up here. And then we're gonna go in there and you're gonna tighten it. Tighten it up as much as you can. Tighten it, I mean, not supremely hard, but hard enough that it's in there tight. Now, nice. I like that. And you could actually back finger it with the thumb studs. I mean, now you could take it to the middle there and do it through the hole, but this has got a little bit of action, a little bit of everywhere. I like it. All right. Now we got the pocket pin. So, I mean, if you look at a knife and you look at it, it's always going to be on this side for righties. So that's just a good way to kind of just do your math and skills of how, if you have another knife or something like that, you can actually take that and do that. So we'll take this little bad boy here. Now the one that I got, it has Jin written all over it. I think a lot of people will probably like this one due to the fact that it doesn't say Jin on it. Because you know how people are. Fucking most your knife little guys. If it just didn't have this thing on there, I'd be okay with it. And they've clearly have made everybody that, you know, sees the same thing. They've clearly started a society of people that says they don't like brandings. And it's like, seriously? Let them brand their knives. If it really bothers you that much, you can just sand it off. And I know a lot of those guys that do the knife things, they don't even do anything to their knives, which I think is sad. Because if you don't like it, get rid of it. You can easily do that. All it takes is a little bit of sanding and stuff like that, and you can get rid of it. This one does not have branding on it. As you can see, it does say right here that it is, I'm not sure if it shows the steel here or there, so we got that tightened there. So there we go. We got the clip. And it's got the branding right there. It's kind of light, so it's not very, you know, very hugely up there, but I don't really care. Like I told you before, I like branding. I think branding is cool. This name is not that bad. Now, of course, if my thing says bougie or, I don't know, something stupid that I don't really like, okay, yeah, the branding is not great. But you know what? Like I said before, you can release that branding by just scratching it off with sandpaper, and it no longer has the branding. You know? But it's something you paid. So this is 9CR18. This is actually even better than 8CR. And you can use that. You can use the button just to go back. As you can see, boom, boom, boom. Nice. Nice action. Beautiful knife. Beautiful knife. I do not see how you could kick back and say that this knife is not that great. I love, like I told you before, I love, and I think, yeah, you could do that right there. I love a Warncliffe. That is a Warncliffe. It's got a little bit of a diagonalness of a Warncliffe, but that's okay with me. Button action, beautiful on that. I mean, we're looking nice. So that was amazing. I mean, we got some, I have definitely going to say I approve 100%. And the cool thing is, this screws on there even with that little thing. So that's pretty badass. I'm going to put the oil in here because I have oil already. Because I'm a knife guy, so oil is something I carry. I do like having my screwdriver sets, but I do have another screwdriver set here. So now, that is it for this one. I do have another one, but I'm going to make another video for that one. So that way we can check that out and see how it works. But on that note, I hope you enjoyed the put together of the knife and everything. We'll go ahead and do some measurements just to get this done and over with. So we're looking at from tip to forward, we're looking about 5.5 inches. The blade length is under 2 inches. So that's gonna be, anybody can wield this. Anybody can have this. Just you have a California, wherever you live, you can have this. Not only that, you learn how to put a knife together. Very, very cool. All right, go ahead and close that up, and we'll bring the weight out here. Remember I told you before, this weight thing doesn't work on heavy things. I'm gonna have to buy me a new one. All right, we're looking at 2.4 ounces. Not bad at all. 2.5 ounces. Very, very light. Very, very light. Nice action. We've got some really good stuff. Really beautiful action. I mean, this front flipper, I like that. That's cool. Because normally, some people, they can take their hands and do this right here. See that? I mean, nice. And it really does hold. It almost holds like a good detent. I mean, that is a good hold. That button lock is a really good hold. I like that a lot. I mean, I am really down with this. I mean, this is a beautiful knife. And you get to put it together. I mean, that's the button. I know that's the button in there. It's something in here with the button action that makes that noise that kind of shakes. And I don't think you can get rid of that. But I mean, You could tell it's annoying me. Most of your knives don't do that. But it's okay with me. I mean, it's annoying. It's something to get used to. But, I mean, I like it. I like it. It's beautiful. I mean, I just put this together, you know? I mean, putting a knife together is a very fun thing to do. As you can see, very simplistic. I took my time on it. I didn't even know what I was doing half the time because I had never done a button lock. So I didn't know exactly how to get this button lock to go in there. And after looking at that and doing that the first time, I could open my own button lock and actually go into it. And I mean, I could do it now. I have the... I mean, I was going to be able to do it sooner or later because I would figure it out. But with this right here, it just taught me how to do what I wanted to learn. But it taught me in a way where if I pulled it apart and I didn't pay attention to what I was pulling apart, I mean, it's awesome. I mean, I had instructions there. It showed me and everything. I like it. I enjoy it. So, great knife. Great stability. Love the satin finish. You know how I feel about knives that shine. Shiny knives are one of my favorite things. I love the thumb action on that. Even though I've been using the front flipper, because I like the front flipper. That front flipper is beautiful. But I mean, normally I don't get the front flip. So, but on that note, we out.